Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing well, staying safe out there. We're back with some more Disco Elysium. When we finished yesterday, the story just took a really interesting turn, and I'm excited to see where it goes next. Let's go ahead and dive back in. Boom. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this music thing, just in case that is taking up processing. We had some little skips yesterday. Alright, grab the game please, Streamlabs. Don't be dumb about it. Not gonna load yet. There we go. Boom. Alright, so it looks like these Union boys aren't our murderers after all. So we need to talk with with Klasjev. See what she says. So he was shot up here. This window was replaced to cover the fact that there was a bullet hole that broke it. I wonder why they're going out of their way to help her. Alright, what's really going on
It's always
here?
good to see you.
She cracks a weary smile, leaning back against the railing. Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come. The Hardy Boys told us what really happened. I understand. She puts her coffee mug on the table. You don't look surprised. You were expecting this. I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. She winces. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time. This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. Is it? Something is off here. Shush. I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break. If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time? Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. She looks at her feet. Out of the shit I'd gotten into. It's not a good enough reason. You're right, there's more. More? You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern. She reaches for a new cigarette, briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay into the horizon, golden gray in the noon light. What lies beyond it? The pale, the Mundia Sola, the Occident, and then Orange. The old world. Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern? She nods. You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. She lights the cigarette. What's going on? What did you do? Just business, but bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will... What happens if they do? They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill. There's a wince and a pained little smile. Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me. Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her. Right? What did you do to have these people after you? It's not nice, but it's not illegal, not here in Revachol, or even in Orange. What exactly did you do? Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company, the kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting. He taps on his notebook. I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you. The job was Loosduin County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Loosgap conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Loosecap and their friends in the MI. She breathes out heavily. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive. Loosecap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products. That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into. It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite, ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting, she shakes her head at the thought. A lot of people got hurt, she concludes, but that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder. What happened here the night he died? We were there, she points to the window. The silhouette of the bed is visible. Together. In bed, I mean. Tell me exactly what happened. Okay. She takes a deep breath. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. She breathes out. A moment's silence. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open, dumb. I could see. A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it. I knew he was dead before he fell down on top of me. Then what happened? He was heavy. I pushed him off, and he fell to the floor. There. She points through the window. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides. Then she continues. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came. She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails. Your cigarette, miss. Oh, she looks at it and quickly tosses the butt aside. That's a motherfucker. Yeah, it was a real motherfucker. She immediately lights another one. What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible. 11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight. That's okay, he makes a note. Were you inebriated? Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking. Wait, Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual. I just said you looked pretty high. Oh yeah, she tilts her head. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head. Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset. Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this? No. What did you do then? Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room, downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there. When it happened, did you hear a gunshot? When he was shot, she thinks. I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding. What happened after you ran downstairs? Sylvie was tending the bar. She looks down. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. She pauses. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong. Ruby? Before we continue, who is Ruby? Ruby, you know, the leader. Ah, so that she's the drug trafficker. The leader? Of what? The Hardy Boys, she says as if it's self-evident. I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer. Would you say she is the, he looks at you, 8th Hardy Boy? Why not? Okay, let's go on. What then? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation. That I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know. Take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower to keep him upright. To produce lividity matching a hanging? Yes. This is concurrent with your doubts at the autopsy about the coloring being... We don't need to brag about it, really. That distract from this? Is that really necessary? Better not to remark, I think. This tactful approach will rob you the glory, but hey, all I care about is angles and timetables. The loss is yours. Haha, fuck you, visual calculus. Then what did you do? Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. What did you do while they were hanging him? Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did. This Ruby. Where is this Ruby now? I don't know. I haven't seen her since. We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys. Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. Yeah, why are they going to such trouble to help her? Maybe she's offering their company the intel that she got? From her espionage? Why did you call the cops if you're hiding? Because I'm an idiot. The answer comes fast. Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot? She's nothing of the sort. So you would have us believe, but you're not. You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him. He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud, thud. She shakes her head. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Revachol. She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible. Did you kill Lely? What? She gathers the last vestiges of her strength. Why would I put myself through this insanity? Get myself cornered like this? There's a silence. The wind picks up. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him. All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. Sweet, sweet drugs. He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition. So did he have one of those antique guns? I assume this ends in defense. It's okay if you did it in self-defense. I did not kill him to defend myself from rape, she says. I told you before, that wasn't what happened. True, sire, 'tis true. Downstairs people have this crazy idea that you killed him. I'm sad to hear that. They must have said it in some fit of frustration or under pressure. They couldn't have meant it. I've talked to them after it happened. No one has implicated me. She's getting scared now. Of you, the downstairs people, all of it. Man, do I want to keep pursuing this line? If she didn't, and she knows about his weapon and where it is, maybe she'll tell us? Hey, Squicker. How's it going? You ready for some detective work, Miss Daisy? Miss Daisy Dukes? God, I hope this doesn't kill us. He must have had a weapon nearby. Did you use that? No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor. The bullet in his head. It was jacketed. Military grade. Who else here has a military rifle? I don't know. His friends have rifles. Maybe those psychos did it? Coalition military have rifles. I'm not a munitions expert, and I did not shoot him. She might have been a tad disingenuous when she avoided talking about the bullet in his head before. Hmm. I think I'm going to push her further on this. She pinches the filter of her cigarette hard, then looks at you. Alright. We'll talk about something else. The people after you have killed him? What does that mean? Oh, the people that are chasing you. Could the people that are chasing you have killed him? That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. And I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone. She looks at her cigarette. So they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me. It probably didn't. Or, I don't know anything anymore. All I do is wait here. She looks at the table. We can't go after Luscap, not yet. There are other, saner leads. Come here, you. You want to sit with me? No! Daisy! Yes, show everyone your tail. Very nice. Alright, you can sit there for a little bit, but you're going to have to move once I'm done reading, okay? When was the window changed? Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it. She takes a drag. You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there. In her bedroom, inside? Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. I think we're done here, for now. She nods silently. She doesn't even smoke, just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. The lieutenant glances at you, then at the door. He's thinking, are we done here, or... In God's name, wake up. Clearly lied about the bullet. 28% chance on this? Shit, I didn't know this was coming. Oh, but I should be able to save and then talk to her and try this check. Daisy, you're gonna have to move, I think. Quicker. Come on. Here, you wanna sit in my lap? Come on. You gotta do some investigating. Alright, let's leave. What's this? What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere in Martinez. Hey Dragonese, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the investigation. This is because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it? Someone's got to keep it sane around here. That's me. The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover, perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience. What? First, where is this Kingdom of Conscience? It is not a place, it is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. How do you bring about those circumstances? Incrementally. You get there faster with a little speed. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment. It has been a hot minute. How are you doing, man? I hope you're keeping safe. Okay, but what's the Kingdom of Conscience actually like? The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe. Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual. Man, that sounds kind of terrible. I don't think I want to be a moralist anymore. Interesting. So, I wonder if this will end up helping us with empathy going forward. Is this like trying to do best for all people or something? As healthy as I can be, Finland isn't hit that hard yet. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well. Things are ramping up here in the US, but we've been in isolation for over a week already, so we're trying to just, stay on our own and be safe. Sure, let's give this one a try. Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow? Oh, right. Then let's get there eventually? That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we're all going to be so much happier. Weird. Alright, let's see if we can hit this I think it's a drama check?
Officer.
28%.
Fine day for questions.
We're going to try this one a few times. We should hit this close to 1 in 4 times. We got a total of 700 cases. Some folks have already recovered and only 1 death. That's good news. I think we hit 500 in 1 day yesterday, or 100 in 1 day. Something like that. Some big statistic. That's alright. Load. Save scum. I want to make this check. She lied about that bullet and I want to know everything.
Officer. It's a fine day for questions.
Ew. We're bad at dice today. What we need to do, guys, is we need to pet our lucky daisy. Pet our lucky daisy. Okay. Now we're gonna make the check.
Officer. It's a fine day for
This
questions.
daisy is broken. She's supposed to be the lucky meowster of dice. What's going on? Are you holding out on me, Squeaker? Are you holding out on me?
Officer.
Hey, there we
Fine day
go.
for questions.
I just had to give it a second, you know, to activate. I was too quick. Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Turn to the lieutenant. Kim, why have we not arrested her yet? There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention. A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around. What the fuck? Your real name isn't Klasia Amandu. I agree. The lieutenant turns to her. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you. Okay, her voice cracks suddenly, like there's a garrote around her neck. Okay, what? Okay, it's not. Good, you can tell me the truth. You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Commonsur. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name, so I lied. Like I lied before, like I did at LCSB, I have to lie all the time. She looks at her hands, her fingernails a chipped white. I'm so tired of it. Was the passport bullshit too? That passport you keep hidden? No, it's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Klasia Amandu. It says Anouk Meyer-Smith. Falsified documents? Passport and visa, she nods. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Meyer-Smith, to hurt me. Why would they do that? I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly, she rushes to explain. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now. Where's this boy? West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. On the coast there. She points toward a clump of ruins on the western horizon. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. Excuse me. I've been just hanging around my apartment, watching Twitch, gaming with friends online, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's nice to have Twitch in a time like this, where people can hang out together online, enjoy games together. It's definitely been great to help with sanity, for sure. It's useless. West of the boardwalk in the reeds, we have to check this boy out. The lieutenant makes a note of it. You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline. Tell me your real name. It's Katarzyna Alexei? Oof. The smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so. It's a Grad name, Zimsk or Yugograd in origin, not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, taiga, economic desolation, and rock music-infused alcoholism. Hold on. Katarzin is not even Orange's name, is it? It's not even Mundi. It's Grad. My parents were Zimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized. Oranges. All I remember is Orange. She's silent. Alexei is my father's name. Say nothing and proceed. I haven't said it aloud in such a long time. That name, she shakes her head. She's feeling dead air, can't stand the silence. That's enough. She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next. We're not going to arrest her. She's too valuable a source of information. Do we really think that she didn't make the call to the station, though? Who? Do we think that Ruby did? But why would Ruby want the police involved? Especially when they made it look like their own group killed him. This is so weird. What do you think, Daisy? Let's see where this goes. I did. She takes a step forward. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8102 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed. That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says. What time did you make the call? Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12. The lieutenant nods in your direction. It checks out. Say nothing. Let's see what goes next. She stands before you, holding her back very straight. Okay. Let's change the subject for the time being. She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this. Let's get back to those lies you told. Oh wait. Lies she repeats, then trails off. It's unclear what she intended to say. I think that's just taking us back to, to here. Ugh. Is this a bluff? Is it a bluff, Daisy? Because I don't want to actually arrest her. Let's see what happens. But I haven't done anything. She backs up against the railing with a forced smile on her face. Anything illegal? She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in. No, not this one. No. I think this one. You misrepresented information about the case. Without the Hardy's confession, we'd know nothing. The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs. Please no. Her eyes become round with fear. She tries to back further off. Fragile, unshielded. Her voice is thin and tired. I think I know who did it. Who shot Lily. I can tell you. I can help you. What do you know? Who shot him? She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, Ruby. What? Why do you think it was her? She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs, she's been pretty frank about... Oh! She did have all of those pictures of beautiful women in her truck. Oh, she was jealous? Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs, she's been pretty frank about what she wants. What she's saying is sex? Sex? And more, she nods. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she says in a near whisper, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but... I don't understand, the lieutenant sounds incredulous. He still has the cuffs in his hand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you? She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship. And you led her on? The lieutenant narrows his eyes. A little. I was flattered, you know. But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. She looks at her feet. We maybe kissed. Nothing more. Sounds like she was fixated on you. This is just an assumption. I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. She raises her eyes to meet yours. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow she knew Lily was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up, like I said, like she had a plan. This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching. Now it's starting to kind of make more sense. When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you? She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro, she must be. To keep the Hardys in line, I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but she looks through the window of her room. Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her. And how could she have killed him? She could have had access to the roof. She points to the barred door next to the window. You've noticed that door there, right? Maybe it leads downstairs? She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her. Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out here with her? Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me before it got weird. Okay, that's it for Ruby. Okay, and what? Arrest the liar, now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things here. Shit. Hello, just saying hi, so hi and bye. Alright, kablamsies. Thanks for dropping in to say hi. This game must have like millions of different paths. They created an entirely new tool set and everything just so that they could do the dialogue trees and everything for this. There are so many permutations. It's pretty nuts. Disco Elysium is a detective game with an extra twist. It's like an RPG detective game. Once I'm done with this conversation, I'll show you what I mean. I think I'll keep her here. At the very least, she could serve as bait for Ruby coming back, and we might be able to catch her. So let's do that. I'll keep you here, miss, for now. Thank you. She cradles herself for warmth. Thank you. You won't regret it. Something tells you you will. Why? Why? So these are like personality traits. So these are like all the personality traits that you can have. And you have points in them. And when you are having conversations and investigations with people, these personality traits determine your percent success in meeting certain checks. So I've had some checks that are like 8% that I just have no chance of doing, whereas another character who might have, you know, a ton of points in suggestion would be easily able to make that check. It's very interesting. So I made kind of like a Sherlock Holmes kind of character where he has really high intellect and a decent physique, but he has like no empathy, no suggestion. He's very bad at interacting with people emotionally. And you know, motorics is pretty low too. I guess like in terms of, I mean, my hand-eye coordination, I've leveled up, so it's a bit better, but all of this other stuff was pretty low. It's really interesting stuff. I'm going to go ahead and save after that long conversation. Emotionally void, but maybe the smartest dude in the world. Yeah, exactly. So can we break this door down? Got it. See, this is what I'm talking about. That 8% check for physical instrument. I wonder if we want to try and break this door in. We have 2 skill points that we can then start putting into physical instrument here to get a bit more chance. Let's take a look at the window first. That one we should be able to do because that's going to be like mental crime scene reconstruction and stuff, and we're really good at that. This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. 97%. What happened here? The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are 2 neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. What position are they in? Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th, and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain, ending him. Where does it come from? From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole, shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. Inspect the ghostly figures. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. Have a look at point A, the roof. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points. Shouldn't there be gun residue outside? There could have been, then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago. So I'm what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from? 72%. With an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition, a Bell Margrave rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside, in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies. Could the shot have come from inside the room, a closer point? Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out. Detective. Okay. Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof? None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. Could there have been another point of origin, further away? That's a 28% yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez? Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez. You would need a map for that. A map of Martinez. Hey, where do I get a map of Martinez? The bookstore. They have maps. The lieutenant leans closer. You're thinking, what if the shot didn't come from the roof, right? Yes. Good. We should come back with the map and compare the landscape to the radius of the shot. I'm wondering if it was possible that it came from the balcony where the hanged man, or not the hanged man, overlooking where the hanging was. Putting those Bat Tech eyes in action? Yeah, that's right. I want to go back outside and look really quick. Okay, no. Because the balcony is straight north here. So it definitely didn't come from there in through this window. It came from this direction. Someone here or further over. Maybe up here? Let's go get a map. Man, this game just got really interesting. Like it was drip feeding me before. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. But now I am full in on this. What do I have here? Nothing new. I guess it's just telling me that I made progress on my... Oh, this is the other thing. You get like these, I guess, nagging thoughts, for lack of a better term. And so you can choose specific ones to kind of dwell on and work on in your subconscious while you're doing the rest of the game. And then when they complete, they give you certain bonuses. It's really neat. Oh, we want to maybe go find that boy, too. Okay, so now we have 3 points. That's good. I'm saving them for now. I want to go find that map. Let's see, the bookstore is here? Yes. Do I just ask her?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to
Damn. Okay, let's check these. Board games. Leave. Nope, that's not it. Hey, Eulifar, thanks for the host, my man. Hope you're doing well today. I already looked at this one. This was books. Yeah. Oh, is that it? Right there? There we go. Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulind, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinet. The lieutenant nods towards it and says, "Map of Martinet. This could work, maybe?" Look at it. It's not really a map, it's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there. Steal it. I'm not gonna steal it. It's freaking not even 1 real. I'll buy it. She nods. Always good to be informed of your surroundings. Cool. We got it. So is this... Yeah, it's one of these interacts. Okay. Nice. A bit better than I have been the last few months. That is great to hear, dude. Sucks going through rough times, but coming out stronger and better in the end. Cheers, dude. Where did Daisy go? She was right here. She helped us win a check before, but then she left. Yeah, I don't know where she went. Okay, so let's go back to the crime scene. Here. She's on cooldown now. That's right. You can only use the Daisy luck once every hour or something like that. $980 till Daisy gets a treat. Oh man. She'll be happy to hear that for sure. So what have you been playing recently, Dragonese? Haven't seen you in a while. We're gonna create a save, just in case we end up having to do weird stuff here. Okay. I have the map. Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinet. According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. More precisely, B for boardwalk, B for Land's End, and B for the islet, detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. Have a look at the boardwalk. That's over here. 700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. Okay. Land's End. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent? No, too far-fetched. Alright, what about the islet? 1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin, beyond the docks somewhere. On an islet in the Bay of Martinez, perhaps? There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable. So the boardwalk is the most likely one. But I'm guessing it wasn't. I think we're looking at a shot from the roof. Do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez? From where precisely? Let's say B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, B triple prime. I see you have given this a lot of thought, he remarks, raising an eyebrow. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? Much less than from the roof, but still. Okay, well, we should see if there is a gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out, one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on. Blink. I like how we blink when we're coming out of like our super intellect. You've been playing some Sea of Thieves, and I currently have gotten back into RimWorld as well. Oh, cool. Planning to do Vermintide 2 on my next stream. Oh, that's isn't that's a multiplayer only game, right? Isn't it like multiplayer co-op, kind of like Hey, you interrupted my train of thought. Left 4 Dead, but with monsters from that other franchise. I forget what it is. Daisy says, "Hi, everybody. It's me, Daisy. Cutest cat on Twitch. She's back. Does that mean that the cooldown is over, Daisy? That we can use you for another check soon? Do I want to try this freaking door? That's what I want to know. We got 3 points that we can spend on physical instrument to try and break that door down. I'm just wondering how much of a boost you get per point. Because right now this is like 8%, I think. There's a possibility of going solo with 3 bots, but I do happen to have 3 others who like to play it. Oh, I bet that's fun with friends. I've been enjoying the new Battle Royale for Call of Duty a lot with friends. That is a ton of fun. 8%. So I wonder, like... Let's just see how many times we have to do it. Oh, my foot! Oh, God! Physical instrument. Level it up. Try again. 17%. Nope. I'm curious if we get it even after putting all the points in. I'm gonna reload from this. Again. We're like losing health from this too. It's not die, yeah? Die from kicking a door. 28%. Ah! You just gotta kick it 3 times, Kim. This time, something cracks inside. It is an unbelievably satisfying sound. Nice, the young woman nods, filling you with a belief in your own body. Well, the lieutenant cups his ear. Sounds like this time the property damage was at least resultive. Would it hurt to look in? I thought it was an aces high moment, Kim. I don't know about that, the lieutenant smiles an uncomfortable smile. I wonder what else we could have done. We could have asked for a key, maybe? I don't think I want to waste 2 of my 3 points on that, though. I'm not going to go in. I was just curious. Let's go see if we can ask the guy for a key to the roof. Ask the manager. Oh wait, hold on. Shit, I don't know if I've even looked at the door right now. I want to make sure I look at it, and then because maybe you need to do that to trigger the option to ask for a key or something. Boop. You've been booped, Daisy. Okay, push. It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Sounds like it's heavy, too. Very sturdy. Where does this lead to? I don't know. He makes a note in his notebook. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door. Do you think it's important? I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight, a skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers. Tap on the roof with your foot. A dull thump. Somewhere inside a windbrace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and he nods toward the young woman. A number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant. Okay. What does this give me? Oh, it's just the done. Alright. So is, like, find a way to open the door one of these? No. Find a way into this secret passage. Let's go take a look downstairs some more and talk to, what's his name? Like, I'm wondering if, whoops, shit. If that door leads down to the second room that we can't currently get into. This door. Like, it's not even letting us try. Also, we have this door in our bathroom that connects through. Can we do anything with... Hold on. Like, maybe this is just connecting rooms? Can we do anything with this door? What if we have the pry bar equipped? No. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay, that's that. We can interact with the map. Interesting. Let's go downstairs and ask... Actually, hang on. We can go out to the balcony here, right? Here. See if we can see anything that we missed before on the balcony. No. I was wondering if you could, like, if we could notice, like, a way to get up on the roof from here. But doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's go talk to the manager. Maybe he can give us a key to the roof. He can't help us with the other door, but he might be able to help us with that door. In case there's anything dumb.
Can I help you?
Ah, son of a bitch. Oh wait, no. I saw another thing at the whirling. Last Jade, in room 3, she nicked the phone line. Oh, and that might be why their phones are out. Why? He stops himself. No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building. You have Lena. Lena is a good customer. Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she? What? The woman chimes in. Did someone mention my name? We were just paying you a compliment and finding out a degenerate from room 3 next to the phone line. Everything is okay here, he yells, then turns to you. Good thing that guest pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it. Was there anything else? No. Shit. Let's take a look at this door again. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. It could be connected to the barred door upstairs. That's what I thought. We've been through this before. I just want to see if anything else comes up. The door does not budge. Alright, maybe I do want to kick in that door then. And so the only way into that door that we know of is physical instrument. Never looked at these things. Photos of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside. Okay. So? Behind the dock workers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. You see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket over a period of circa 50 years. It takes time for a hedge like that to form. Mysterious door seen? We've been here for a long time. What? Is there another entrance outside? Hello, hang on. Did we just find another way? Daisy Luck. Are you still on cooldown? Help me out here, Squeak. Hey, it worked! Second time today! Thanks, Daisy. You're the best. There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key. Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence. Someone's hid a key in the bush. Huh? The big guy looks behind him. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing? I don't know about that. The tattooed man yawns and settles more comfortably on the bench. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now. Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite. I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there. Oh, come on, Daisy, I'm reading. With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you. Take the key. The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched to its bow? The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence. Come on, man, we were just having some fun. Where's the harm in... I'm tired of listening to your shit. Thank you. Nod to the old man. Don't thank me. The old man takes out his pack of chewing tobacco. I don't give two shits about your key. Alright. Leave. I don't want to talk to them about it. So, does this key... Actually, hang on. We're going to save after that check. Well done, Daisy. Well done. Man, I'd have been doing this the whole game if I knew about the Daisy luck. Can't wait for Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord to come out. Is scheduled to come in a week. That's early access, right? That's not a 1.0 release. Can I use the key? Try the workshop spare key on the door. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years, but then the lock clicks. The darkness before you smells like engine grease and cut wood. Did it, boys! Is that a pinball machine? This pinball says Franconigerian. The theme is horses and swords. This pinball is white Diora. The back glass shows a female figure in mourning. All these mesmerizing machines just waiting to be plugged back in and played. Run your finger across the dust of the white Diora machine. Feels like it might jump back to life any moment, the lights illuminating the white-robed woman. What's white Diora? Some kind of... He looks around, thinking... Inane pinball theme, probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the worst. Diora was one of the 3 crown cities of the DeLorean era on the Mundi Isola, the other being Rea Silvia and Advisper. This theme is all about early airships and beautiful, sad, pearl-laden women. It's quite nice, actually. The lieutenant grimaces, looking at the machines. Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim. No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on. What about that other one? The Franco-Nigerian ball. Let's move on then. I don't actually want to waste time playing. NB. The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. I know. Also, who's NB? NB. Do we know anyone that has N as the first name? What's this? Free money, that's what it is. Hell yeah. Alright, let's continue. In the elevator. This small elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside. Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for 2 people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10 July, 88. Look at the elevator controls. There are large rectangular buttons, Monter, Descender, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads, Halter 800. Halter is a Konigsteiner lift company who went out of business a long, long time ago. Let's Says last maintenance was in 88. That it does, the lieutenant peeks in. I say, let's brave it. This elevator was last maintained in the future? This elevator was maintained a long time ago. At the end of the last century, he nods. Look on the bright side. If it fails, we will only sustain minor injuries. I'm talking 3, maybe 4 months in the hospital. Maximum 5. It appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic. Let's do it. Hopefully we won't die. Or spend 5 months in the hospital. Alright, what do we got here, Daisy? Boxes of tools and replacement parts. Small windows taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Schematics for a pinball machine. Futurism themed. Oh, we are like right outside her room right now. The pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted. So this is where they brought faulty pinball machines to fix them up a long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around in the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf. This used to be a pinball workshop. Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinet North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over. He taps his foot. A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf. Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door, one of them even works. I've seen one of the Hardys bang away at it. Looks like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point. He agrees. At some point, 20 years ago? 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue. Now, does this have a hole in the wall so that she can see into the room? There's a tiny hole in the wall. You see a bedroom on the other side. You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around everywhere. I think I can see into Clash's bedroom from here. He leans closer to inspect the peephole. You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, he points to the marks nearby on the floor, definitely suspicious. Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist conclusions. What were those people doing in there? You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural in there. Sensationally unnatural. Finish the thought. So can we see the prints yet? You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor. Jackpot. The lieutenant takes out his notebook. These, unlike everything else here, are new. Someone's been here within the last week or two. 3 weeks maximum from the dust coverage. It could have easily been 1 week too. You know, officer, he looks at you. This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place. Let's have a closer look then. Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform horizontal lines. Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is unfortunately the worst, most vague shoe size there is. Of course, damn. This doesn't look like the workers' boots from the hanging, does it? No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom made to me, or some kind of foreign print? Hard to say. Still a boot, though. It doesn't look like the odd-sole print we found at the hanging. He inspects the tracks closer. The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. I wouldn't rule out Ruby coming here yet. This isn't an argument against her. People change shoes, you know, but it's not an argument for her either. Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor. Okay, what does this mean? It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route leading to the roof. The roof from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant. These prints, officer, could be the prints of our killer. And if not, at least they're a good argument for this Ruby doing it. To present to Titus. Hell yes. I am so glad we made it in here. What else do we got? Free money? Free money? Ooh, a jacket. Ooh, pinball maker's coat. Is that better than our current jacket? We have esprit de corps here and shivers. This one gives us empathy and hand-eye coordination. Empathy is at 2. Hand-eye is at 4. 3 and 4. I'll have to keep in mind about the jacket and switch to it if I need to do like a check. But it's good. That's good to have, at the very least. Anything else? Do we want to unlock this for... This is the inside of the barred door you've seen before. Unbar the door and leave. Let's leave it barred. Just in case. Like she happens to come back and check that door or something. And can we relock the blue door? Can we relock this door? I wonder. Alright, let's save. We're gonna talk to Titus now. I think. So maybe, yeah, maybe he will give up her location now that we have the evidence of those prints. Do I want to do... Maybe I want to do this first? Can I even get to these places? What time is it? 17:13, huh? Let's check those places. Let's be thorough. Actually, no. See, every decision that you make in terms of like talking and investigating burns time, and I wonder if we're gonna burn too much time by doing that. It was only like a 20-something% chance that the shot came from there, and we have evidence of someone being going out to the roof from that secret room. I think we're gonna ignore that one. That might just be a time burner. Yeah, let's talk with Titus now.
It's you again. What is it?
Alright, I talked to Clashian, and now I need to talk to Ruby. Why? He leans back and regards you with curiosity. Which one... I'm trying to think of which one he would react to better. I think if we say, I suspect she killed the victim, I think he might try and protect her. If we say she's just a link in the chain, maybe he's like, okay, he doesn't suspect her of doing it and tell us where she is. I'm just wondering if this one might appeal to his any sense of duty that he actually has to Martinet. This one I definitely don't want to do because I think they are kind of in on that one. I think they know about the drug smuggling and I don't think they'll give her up for that. This is obviously stupid. That one too. Let's try link in the chain. Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not going to throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit. And fuck you too, moral slur. He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs. Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys. That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. He crosses his arms. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now? I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking. Here we go. Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it. 83%. That means we're going to fail, especially since we're not going to use the Daisy luck. We're going to lose this on 17%, right? Oh, whew! A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its eerie blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion all channeled into a single thought. Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him? Because she was here all night with us. He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101. She was here all night? The lieutenant ignores the tattooed man. 11:30 to 12:25. She was here during all that time? Yeah, with us, drinking. Near the stage there. He points to the karaoke stage. She didn't go to the bar for a drink? No. In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time. Alright, she took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out, too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. He points to the intersection. We're not getting into what that operation is again, cop. And just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. He taps on his temple. I've been through this. It's not plausible. Alright, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof. You do agree the shot came from the roof, right? Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clashy's window from any of the surrounding buildings, not from what I know about Martinet. Maybe from the coast, but like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no. He shakes his head. I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up. There's 72% chance that the bullet came from the roof. 72%! He picks up his beer. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab? Yes, big lab. Back in Jamrock. The Jamrock Ballistics lab. I analyzed it on the spot. Turns out I can do that. No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People talk, and what they say doesn't sound like a science cop. You're a madman. Those numbers were an ass pull, man. Yeah, and they don't put her on the roof either. It's just mambo jumbo. He hasn't got shit. There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. How? He looks sincerely curious. Through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop. People say there was a pinball arcade here sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo? East Delta Pinball Arcade, the old man coughs. Weird place. Went bankrupt. Okay, but the man looks around. How'd she get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building, or an elevator for that matter. The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter, used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop. From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside. Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down, all under 7 minutes. That's quite the theory, he turns to Eugene. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys. I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there. It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of... Shush now. He turns to you. You got something else to back this route up, or is that it? Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot? Firmly? He shakes his head. Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route, he forms a gun with his hand, does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one. Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt in the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself. The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. I don't think I want to do this because we've learned that jacketed bullets are used by military, and I don't think that there's a law that our guns cannot use those jacketed bullets. So if we go this route, then I don't think we can go this route. This might be a good starting point, I think. I don't want to do this. And this seems like too much of a stretch. Let's go this one. The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Maybe it was her. You lost your gun? The blonde man is taken aback, not even laughing. What an idiot! The big man leans closer. Tell me, did you lose it before the murder? Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Fuck! If I say yes... But no, why would I wouldn't have been here before the murder. I fucked that up. Shit. It was a joke? That seems like a bad joke. But hell, did I lose my gun before the murder? I don't even know. I don't know anything about before I woke up yesterday. I think I gotta say no, because it doesn't add up. I should have done the bullet analyzing, I think. Of course not, he scoffs, and Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him. Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack. This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on. Maybe I do need to go this way. Or this way. Ugh. I've analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed. So, the man shrugs and looks at you. So it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. He turns to you. Not even you militia monkeys have those. He doesn't wait for a response. This goes against your short-range theory. If the murder weapon was military grade, how did Ruby get it? Just because it's rare doesn't mean you can't get it. Cop, that's exactly what it means. That wasn't strong. Fuck! Alright, I guess running drugs? God damn, that's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Titus slaps his thigh every fucking 5 seconds. All I'm saying is, from what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no trouble getting a gun. Trouble? This is Revachol. Even the roidheads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one. You must be referencing some past case of theirs. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory. I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her. I don't know, cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first? The tattooed man bursts out laughing at his own joke. Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour. Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? He almost gets up from his seat. Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this? Phase 3. Motive. The last component. When Clashy came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know that something was wrong. Nah, man, that's just Ruby. She's got shit under control, the man explains. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good. Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know? Women talk to women. He peeks at Titus, which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to. Or she knew what happened because she killed him. Not so useful, Titus looks at Elaine, then Eugene. Clasha told me some pretty interesting things about Ruby. Yeah, like what? Apparently she had a thing for Clashy. A thing? You mean... He tilts his head to the side and falls silent. Yeah, but... The fat man looks up from the table, oblivious. They're both girls. Girls like girls too, Angus, Kim explains. Sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Clashy. Hmm. 120 points left till Daisy gets a treat. Uh-oh. You hear that squeak? She's pretending that she didn't hear it, but she definitely heard it, and she's super excited. It's scary, yes. She probably went to a university and learned it from a liberal. I kind of want to be like this. Like, this cannot come as a surprise to you guys. But I think that this line right here makes it bad. She's like, she hangs out with you meatheads. This can't come as a surprise. Like, why would she like any of you? Of course she's going to go for the, you know, the nice woman. You're all a bunch of assholes. I think I'm just going to go with this. Fuck you. The man can't believe what he's hearing. First he says she murdered him. Now she's a slur too. It's a lie. Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. The mess smiles. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there. I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party. She didn't fuck you because you're 40 and you still live with your mom, Dennis. Light laughter sounds off in the room. It feels nervous. Classia said she made advances on her, and she thwarted them. Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased. This is some sordid shit, the big man rubs his chin. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Orange puts out to cover her own ass. She did tell us when we were close to arresting her. Figures. He looks out the window. But that Ruby is queer as cabaret, now that I start thinking about it, so there is some truth to it. And that's okay, some are queerer than others, you can still be a Hardy. He glances at Glenn. But if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit... If that's the case, then it's not right. He looks at Titus, then Elaine. But it's not the case, right? There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it. It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up. And I suppose you have a theory about that too, Cop? She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus. Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it. The little man squints, eyes beady. She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit, right when she came back downstairs. Really, Shanks? Clashy wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd been first. Bullshit. Time for a logics demonstration. Why does it matter who we use as the demonstration? What an interesting choice to give us. Let's try Shanky. His response makes it seem like he might be the one that's like manipulable in the conversation. This guy seems pretty sure of himself. I don't want to use him. Let's go with Shanky. I didn't do it, fucker. It wasn't my plan. You probably did, though. It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, got down. Would you prefer to go on trial with your buddies as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder? Fuck you, man. I would never fuck my guys over like that, he squeaks with indignation, especially for some bird. She didn't either. She would never do that. The blonde man looks around. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus. Glenn. Titus looks grim. I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit. Ooh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good. This doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her. Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod, and a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. Yeah, I see it. He puts his beer down. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is, and add it to your list of suspicions if you want. I don't know. He smiles a peculiar smile. I don't know where she went. She just up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where, however hard I asked. Want to know why? Why? She was afraid I would tell you. He looks you straight in the eye. Maybe she was right. By now I probably would. She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory. Perhaps. He looks out of the window again. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that. When did she leave? Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation. What was she scared of? I told you. You. Me, as in the RCM. No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes. Me personally. I have no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head. Sure, normal, he says without smiling. You know, when I first saw you limp in here, I thought she was paranoid, or sniffing her own supply, but he measures you up. No, I'm not so sure. What else did Ruby tell you about me? She said you have a funny taste in clothes, he scoffs, and that you won't stop. Won't stop? Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up, like cans. Fucking hell, the tattooed man shakes his head. Titus, did he just open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did, he nods. Now we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you? Silence, he nods. Anything else? Anything? Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This cop, Titus. This cop, But she was too scared. Scared? You should be, too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject. Do you have any clues on where Ruby went? She's not far, we know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot. Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her. Yeah, Al, he gives a sharp look, and we won't either. She's not really the man stares into his beer, hardy candidate anymore, is she? She's not, Glenn. Have you looked for her? A little, on the coast. Where have you looked for her more precisely? More precisely? On the coast, past the waterlock. He nods southwest. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there. Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking? Sure, there are some shithouses there. A cinder block town. The fisher folk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up. We will start there. The lieutenant takes a quick note. One more question. What does Ruby look like? Boyish. Hair's red, dyed. She looks like a lorryman. Do you know what she's doing with Ulan frequencies? The what now? I have no idea. He looks around. Boys? She said she's building his voice is very quiet. A pale emitter? What? We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more. This guy barely understands what he's talking about. There you have it, pale something. Titus puts an end to it. It's not much, but it'll do. It'll have to. He puts his hand out. Shake it. He eventually did right by me, and kind of clear the air here. His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. You know, I don't usually do this. I just measure things, but... What? You said it would be nice to have a ballistics lab. You could use ours? Meaning me? Or meaning I'm gonna hook him up with RCM labs, which I do not want to do. I'll just leave. Alright, ask about Ruby in the village, and we got Titus to give up what he knows. Oh man, this is good stuff! So when do we have to go back for this dude? 2100. He might have seen someone on the roof the night of the murder. Oh man. But that we have to go back after 2100. What time is it? 1800. So we still got 3 hours. Dude, we're up to 4 skill points now. Hell yeah. Okay. What do I want to do next? I think that I think we're still cut off from that area southwest. I don't think we can go there right now. If I zoom out, and I go down this road, I'm pretty sure we can't cross yet. I think it opens tomorrow. Yeah, the drawbridge is still up. We can't go there yet. Can we cross this? A crumpled billboard reading Samaran butter soaks in the canal. 2 ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. Oh, just attempt to reconstruct what happened here? Sure, why not? Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle. Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers per hour. The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack. The panel served as a takeoff ramp. The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it. The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The Samaran butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently. How recently? Within the past 72 hours. Look at the opposite bank. Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast. What was the model of this phantom vehicle? There are 2 good candidates, the Capri 40 and the Linnea G22. Why the Capri 40? It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage. The Capri 40 is a very popular model with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed up as cops, undressed strippers. Why the Linnea G22? Very sturdy but light motor carriage, more likely than most to survive that jump. The Linnea G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the manufacturer's design team probably thought about for too long. What now? Now, you'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. Interesting. The lieutenant looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your analysis. Ooh, so once we get to the other side, we can investigate that? It's a Mia! Hey, Mia! Welcome to our murder investigation. This has gotten really cool today. Oh, cool! We finished one of our thoughts. Jamais vu, the opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood, only now. That's the feeling you've been having, and for who knows how long? You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is the fundamental question. -1 encyclopedia? No, I like encyclopedia. +1 XP for every orb clicked. That's cool, though. And all intellect learning caps are raised by 1. Okay, we can take the encyclopedia hit. You got your detective pants on? I appreciate it, Mia. We could use the help. Oh, did you redeem a treat for Daisy? Alright, I guess it's that time. Guess what, Squeak? I think you know. I think you know. Yeah. Come on. Come get a treat. Eulifar has redeemed a treat for Daisy. Anyone want to redeem a treat for Lucy? She's here now, too. She's like, I heard the treat jar. I'm waiting. Thanks, Mia. I knew it would be you. Because you are awesome. Come on, Daisy. Up here. Daisy, up here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Daisy will eat her treat on camera, but Lucy never does. She gets hers on the floor. There you go. Say thanks, Eulifar. Here you go, Lucy. There we go. I got her just for a second. Lucy says thanks, Mia. Thank you for my treat. Thanks for joining us for 2 seconds, Lucy. I appreciate it. She is never on stream. I managed to get her for just a couple seconds. As a treat, thank you. Yes, you should be honored. Today is the best day of your life. Do I want to spend a point to try and get another one of these? Oh, I don't want... that's temporary, but that has been super helpful recently. I don't think I want this. For how long? Oh, it's only 1 hour and 25 minutes. That's not that long. I wonder if you can do this like just before you go to bed, and then when you wake up, you'll have it? Maybe we'll try that. What do you have to say, my man?
Any theories about what happened here?
He gazes down at the sign. It looks like someone was in a real hurry. What kind of car do you think it was? I think it was a Capri 40. Mostly because of how popular it is. I think it's more likely to have been this than this one because it's not as popular. Even though it would have survived well. He seems impressed. That's quite likely from what I can tell. Do we think it was Ruby? Did she use it to jump the canal? Or no, because it would have been open when she left town. Right? How long has it been up? Not that long, because Kim drove in. But he had to call to have them drop it when he came in. Do we think like Ruby stole a car or had another car? Because she left her lorry. He raises his eyebrows. Oh? Really cool and courageous? No. Someone dangerous? No, it's not this. Someone dangerous? Perhaps this is somehow connected to the murder? It seems like you'd have to be pretty desperate. I need more evidence. We're not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder? Yeah, let's... we should bring this driver to justice. I could take on an extra task of tracking this down. How much time is that going to waste, though? That probably wastes so much time. Let's move on. I'm guessing I cannot cross this, unfortunately. Can we get this lock to open? Let's save really quick. Talk to this dude. Oh, we already talked to him about that stuff. A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal, but there's a crashed Samaran butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. Pull it anyway. We're gonna pull it, right? We're gonna pull it. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk, then nothing happens. Push it harder! I can't imagine that would matter. It's not like we're physically moving the door. Do it. Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. The lieutenant hums to himself while staring at your activities. Release the lever. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning? Yes. So we have to wait until tomorrow morning. So what do we want to do for the rest of today? We can't... That's in an inaccessible location. That's across the bridge. Can we get the boots? Is that possible? Can we do that? Let's use the car radio real quick. Like maybe they will send the boots back? This isn't till tomorrow. No, I don't think we have anything new. Okay. He's south across the canal too. We can't do that one. This is... what time is it? 1812. Not until 2100 for that. We're waiting on this. Who knows? Who put the close... Who else has unauthorized access to the whirling trash? Maybe Sylvie? Oh, let's go talk to Joyce. Let's see, maybe she has some more info for us or anything. And Joyce is gone. Went to the village on the coast, officer. See you there. Fuck! So she's in an inaccessible location now, too. We need to get a hold of a sad song tape and just sing karaoke for 3 hours. Because who else do I want to talk to now? Let's go talk to the pawn shop guy. He might know something about the radio thing that she was trying to build. A pail something or other. Let's go talk to him. He seems to know about electronics. Where is it? I have to go this way. Down the street. And then in this door. Maybe he can help us out with what she was trying to build with those frequencies and all that stuff.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Oh, do you know anything about the traffic menace on the loose? Traffic, I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive. But didn't you hear it when the traffic menace drove over your roof? Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of powerful electric vortex hitting the shop and then moving on. That sure narrows down our list of suspects. Does that mean you don't have any idea who the driver was? He shakes his head slowly. Well, shit. Oh, I know what I can do. I have some items that I can interact with. Let's see what we can learn from the map. The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides in the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue de Saint-Cispert, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself. For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and then the map tab. Journal. Oh, cool. Oh, wow. We haven't gotten to this at all, or that, the fisherman shacks, or the church. Can you get out to this island? Maybe there's like a boat here. So she has moved over to this dock, I assume. Interesting. We did this already. I don't know if I did that one. Is there anything new on this? Yeah, we did all that. We did that already. We did this, we did this. We haven't done this one. I'm not sure if I want to, but let's look at the racist cup. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. I want to get into that mug talk. Do I, though? Let's see, what else? Oh, let's go sell items at the store. We got some bottles that we've had, that we found. We need 6 more real to afford the hotel for the next day. We've paid for tonight. We still need to pay for the next day, though. And we can sell the postcard, I think, at the pawn shop. Is that where we sell it? I think that's where we sell it. Insert my bottles. Okay, we got 1.6 more. The yellow roses in the window. Those aren't the flowers that were left for Classier. Alright. That kind of was random. Let's go sell the postcard. Then we'll be pretty close to all the money. I assume we'll find more money once we cross the drawbridge tomorrow. And then I think after that we're gonna see if we can't find a way to rest for 3 hours or something, so that we can go talk to that guy. Whoops, I went too far.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Something I'd like to sell. I like to sell my clothes. I'll check my pockets. There we go. Sell this. Postcard. Do I want to sell the pen or the handkerchief? I don't think so. I think I'll keep the rest of this. I don't want to sell that photo, though. Or do I? Did I get everything I needed from that? Is that still a task? I think we're done with that one. If I go to done. Where's the tattoos? The victim's tattoos. Yeah, it's crossed out. So I don't need it anymore. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, let's sell it.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Oh, no, I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale. He barely even looks at it. Do you know what the tattoos mean? He frowns. Aphotic paths? Counter-radiance networks? Anti-magnetism? It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter. You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that. Okay. Oh well. We tried. We tried to get some more money. Alright. Yeah, I would like to speed the clock along. I never thought I would have to do that for this game. Let's see if... I think you can talk to Kim to do it? Oh, wait! Buy a book. I just saw it. Need to pass time, buy a book. I'm so glad I caught that. Alright, what kind of book do we want to buy? Let's get a crime novel. I think that's these? Yeah, shelf of crime novels. Storekeep, what's all this crime fiction? Oh, crime, robberies, murders. She lowers her voice. Even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer. Apparently, you should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective. Yeah, okay. Crime fiction is a disgrace, an asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes and the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. Furthermore, they have no idea how hard it is to simply remove a body from a tree. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of, year after year, coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of the books found on the shelf? Oh god, no. I just wanted to buy a book. Do I have to do it outside? Can I buy... Are you books? Oh, that's board games. Enough. I just want, like, a book. Do any of the books call out to me? Pain Threshold 4? Why is this Pain Threshold? Are they bad? Are these like terrible books? A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Ugh, what is it? Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Mjolnir, in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. Between the throne and the Helmdallerman lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Helmdall and the Devil Woman. Aren't all women devil women? No, I don't want to die, so I'm not going to pick that one. Interesting. The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Men from Helmdall novels. 9? I'm not spending 9. I need money for the hotel. That's almost half of what I have. Are there cheaper books out here? You have books?
Hello again, sir.
Who is that? Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice, if a bit distressed. She's your aunt? No, sir. She's a working woman who comes to look at the books a lot. Why is she distressed? I think she has a bad husband, not very nice or helpful. Huh. Well, this could be a distraction, at least. She's still searching for a book, her eyes wandering over the colorful grid of softcovers. No, I wanted something new. Watch her browse books. Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. I'm not doing this. Never mind. Shit. The book is titled Man from Helmdall and the Wildfire? The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica? Wait, is that what she picked up? Oh, I thought it was gonna, like, give me a dialogue choice. I could talk to her about the book. 1822, huh?
Yes?
Can we learn more about Kim? Me? Yes, you. I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. We'll work better together if we have more rapport. That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? Do you ever talk with yourself? These are kind of weird. You're wearing glasses. That's correct. That makes him a binoclard? Completely uncaught material, if you say so yourself. I'm not gonna call him a bino. Glasses are cool. Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome. You don't look like other people around here. That's because I'm half Saolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Saol, or so was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. He shakes his head. It's not an interesting topic. What is Saol? It's a part of the world, officer, a geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. Saol is a protectionist, isolationist, state, west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious. You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Saol. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Saolite. I've never met either of one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Saol. He seems almost proud of these things. I'm a regular Revacholier. A point of pride to him. Tell me a secret about yourself. The lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. No. Oh, okay. The lieutenant nods. You ever talk with yourself? What do you mean? You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain? I have no idea what you're talking about. The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. But this isn't an old school case. So how do you know? I get it. You're one of those old school detectives. And nod respectfully. So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side. The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special. That's all for now. Good. Let's change the subject. That was weird. But okay. Huh. Thanks for the lurk, Ulafar. Well, that burned 10 minutes. Do I really have to spend 9 real on a fucking book? Oh wait, I know what I can do. I'm gonna save before I do it though. There's like a secret room over here. Might piss off this lady if we open it though. So we're gonna save. Open the curtains. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more. Sir, don't touch that! I told you it's off limits for the customers! Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous! She looks away, mumbling, why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people? What? I kind of like this dramatic answer, but I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. You do? She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken. My god, even more reasons to not mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. I am sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. Okay, now we're going in here. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. No! She raises her hand to try and stop you. Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme. Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. Lies. Rip them open, we say. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you. Alright, what's behind the curtains? Nothing! Now please go back to browsing books, she fiddles with her pendant. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about. She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you, urging you to buy more books. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Will she say more about the curtains if we go over there? This is so weird.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Why are you so uptight about those curtains? I just want to know what's on the other side. I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books. If it's just a storage room, why does it have a Seminese ward protecting it? It's just for decoration. She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped smile. Then something breaks. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything? She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. Host of hosts, she prays, guard me in my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the curtains. Hey, Pugs, how's it going? Happy National Cheesesteak Day? Is it really? Huh, that's interesting to know. Too bad I can't go anywhere to get one. But it's nice to know that the holiday exists. That's a holiday I can get behind. How are you doing, Pugs? Hopefully you're doing well and staying safe. Why didn't you just tell me right away it's the curse? It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism, she shivers. It's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them. Wow, void wraiths. You have new words. Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit up. How does this curse manifest itself? A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around in the dimly lit store. The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. Her voice drops to a whisper. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin, and bankruptcy. She peers at the curtains again. Okay, I'm a little confused. What does that mean? Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. Have you sought help from anyone? Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Seminese mediators. They provided me with the wards. She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building, even though now I fear it's not enough. Fever-free? That's great to hear. Yep, same here. We've been in isolation for almost 2 weeks now, so we're doing pretty well. Just gonna keep it up. Is your pendant part of the wards as well? Oh, this? She holds the pendant in her palm. Its ochre heart glistens under the lights. No, it's a special Himalayan amulet blessed by desert pygmy shamans with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. She nods. It's guaranteed to boost sales 15%. Desert pygmy shamans? That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people. Would you like me to take the case? I could investigate, see if the curse is real. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be so they can return to their slumber. My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective. Oh, hell yeah. Are we gonna... I think we are going to do this. We have some hours that we need to burn. It's time to become a para-detective.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime,
Slither
Romance,
up to
and
her,
Biography.
you silver-tongued fiend. Show her what world-class perfidy looks like. Ma'am, wait, what if I don't want to lie? You're not lying, you're giving her peace of mind. The means are thus justified. Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before. Are you sure? She looks skeptical. Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. I have returned from the void, a paradetective from a long line of paradetectives. You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one, and you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but you look like one. Hey now, hey. Hey! Hey. You need the boost to focus, alright? The lieutenant keeps his usual stony calm. He silently picks out his notebook. You see, it's necessary to drink the spirits in order to contact the void. How do you know all this? Here we go. I am the Void Revenant. I have the powers to debad all the bad energies. Your wards brought me here in the first place. The Seminese blood also runs through me. You're part Seminese? Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us. But I'm not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. Hey, thanks for the host, Mia. Much appreciated. Oh, no problem whatsoever. Your family is safe. The phantoms are no match for me. She shuffles nervously. If you promise, good officer, then... She pauses. You might be our last hope. Do you swear it? Hand on your heart. On my honor. Thank you, sir. A timid sigh of relief followed by a cautious smile. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity. Do not act surprised. You know of these things, sire. Of course, the entity. Close your eyes, for I have sensed its presence. You have? She gasps. The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch, probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney? Chimney, the passage between heaven and hell, of course. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. She shivers. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Oh, and please, do return to me after you've looked around. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there. Unbelievable darkness and ruin. What you discover? Probably just some office space. Don't be scared. Farewell for now, book peddler! What a great time to come in.
I know, right?
Oh man, this is great. This is going to be a great way to burn a couple of hours of game time. Pull the curtains open. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen. A small terrified, "Oh!" escapes from Placence as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Alright, investigate doomed commercial area. This is now our #1 priority. I would like to save, please. Thank you. Pug says hello. I don't know if you heard that. She said hello as well. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers? No sane person would ever put their head into such a machine. Okay, so this used to be a hairstylist. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Alright, it's time to try the door. Maintain 6 feet separation. Courtney.
I don't know, that might only be Barney. Scooch. Good now.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. Break down the door? Nah, just unlock the door with the key, man. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room. You feel the tiny hair on the back of your neck rise up, as if someone's standing right behind you. An uneasy knot forms in the pit of your stomach. What is, touch the back of your neck? What is this feeling? Outside, the wind howls in from across the bay. The building at Rue Saint-Ghislain stands like a matchbox on its side, with men inside like little wooden sticks ready to catch fire. A panicking woman squeezes the pendant around her neck until it leaves a mark inside her palm. A man, a few meters away, stands frozen with a key in his hand. Somewhere inside, a spider is spinning its web. Let's go. We're going in. Maybe there's free money inside. That would be great. That's not money. That's a punching bag. Sand is dripping from it. Interesting. So it's a gym? Oh yeah, it's time to get buff. Let's get ripped, guys. I would like to take a shot put ball. Oh, I can sell it. Hell yeah. That's some good money right there. The poster says, Sitius Fortis, the rest is worn off. Can I lift this? It's going to be a check, isn't it? To see if I can lift it. A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Can I put some collars on the barbell? Are there collars here? Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Oh, what does Kim have to say?
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. Looks like a gym to me. Yes, but no one's been here in ages. He draws a stripe on the dusty floor with his foot. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on. Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest. Let's just keep going. I'm sure it's just a regular abandoned house. Nothing mysterious here. Sounds good. Okay, so I need to equip my flashlight. Wait, where is it? There it is. Let's go with flashlight and pry bar. So that way we can have the flashlight and then we can smack somebody in the head if we have to. We'll see who's hiding in here. Also, I want to save and definitely try and lift that bar. Doomed commercial area. We're definitely going to try and lift this. Here we go. 42% chance. We're probably going to drop it on our foot or something. Throw out our back. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh my god. I'm gonna try again. Let's see if we can get a success. Old man back. We got it this time. Oh, wait. You have to get the Daisy luck to pass these questionable checks. Daisy? Oh wait, I forgot to let it activate. I forgot. It is a legendary lift after all, that's true. I forgot to let it activate. That was my bad. We did this before. We did it too early before the Daisy luck activated. We should be good now. See? Sorry about that, Daisy. My bad. Oh, and thanks for the luck. Appreciated. Boom! Look at that! Beast mode. Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game. Fuck yeah. Oh, I didn't get to read the thing! Boom! Why did it skip? Oh, there it goes. A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor. For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to. Good technique, the lieutenant nods with approval. Yeah. That's right. Alright. Let's move along. Is there anything else here? No?
Yes?
I didn't mean to click you, sorry. I meant to click that. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. I don't know what the... Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. In the dark, stuffed and mounted. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. I'm astounded that it didn't cave the floor in, right? Yeah, this place is not in the best shape at all. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Anything in this drawer? Damn, free money! I'm glad we did this. Wait, hold on. Can I go in here? Okay, so there's more stairs. We'll go up that later. What is this? Project Dread board? Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic, translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even aether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man, but a welkin. No drama, shut up. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. Examine the welkin, this is important. It's Varahamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says all non-welkin races will be purged. The holder, the dweorg, the humans, and even the headless men, all of them purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all. The lieutenant can't help but comment, an inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. Well, this has been educational. Let's bet the photos. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees groaning under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers by Boreal Dweorg. Yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat-death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Whirl becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." Inspect the schedule. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily mini-me, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Mini-me stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. Keep reading. What happened? As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region. The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness and concludes, looks like they didn't make it. A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod, schedule filament for details." So they were like developing a game or something? And they ran out of time and budget, it sounds like? I shall call him Mini-Me. Yeah. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans. Call in, tune out, Whirl Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. The full text reads, "Heat Death of the Universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Yep, they were developing a game. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise. All these people freaked out just because of these drawings on this board? This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer. "A radio computer," says the lieutenant, watching you circle around the machine. "Just sitting here without anyone in sight." He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. "Think I should turn it on?" "We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it." "Oh, turn it on." The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing virescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. Look inside the compartment. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left tangling, disconnected. "This is where the memory should go," the lieutenant notes, observing the machine. "Okay, maybe we can find some memory and make it work?" What does print do? Nothing happens. Play doesn't do anything? Yeah, okay. Leave. Blue velvet, soft to the touch. Moth bitten. Some money. We'll always take that free money. Let's see here. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Steel rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. Is that the name of the company that died? Production schedule filament memory. There we go. Now we can put the memory in. Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here. I don't get it. Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same Slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. But the question is, what did they start with, and which did they pivot to? That is a good question. What a strange leap of imagination, and yet they still failed. How sad. Reality is ruthless. Let's see here. Can I go further this way? Yes, what's over here? Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Oh wait, where did I go? Where did I go? Free money. The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. Thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Look inside. It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness, you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice, or several voices, talking to each other, near the smoke chamber upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying, or what's producing them. What are you doing? The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs. Wait, really? He looks up at the ceiling. We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs. Hello! Do I want to do that? I don't know if I want to let them know that I'm here. Let's leave. Because it might scare them off. Look at all this stuff. An ice cream maker? Is that a fridge? Ice bear fridge. You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hypercarnivore. Be careful. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy? Crack open the door. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. Relax, Kim. It's a fridge. Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. He relaxes his hand, his face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door. Let's take a look inside. Look inside it. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. Take the note. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets, keeping it on the door. Examine an ice cream wrapper? A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate. What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore? I know, says the lieutenant. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day. The lieutenant points at the red, snaky cable running from the fridge. The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic. Huh. Weird. What else we got down here? The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There is a hidden doorway here. Is there now? Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. Oh. Are there guns in here? Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Did we find the murder weapon? A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in. Where are we? Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. He points up at the rifles under the ceiling. Must be an old weapons cache. Look, there's a hole in the wall. There is, yes, and there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look? Oh, okay, I do. Your hand reaches deep into the darkness and spider webs rummaging around. You find rusty rifles hidden away. Inspect the rifles. Most of them are rusty and inoperable like the rest, but one catches your eye, a bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. This old Bell Margrave looks okay. The lieutenant whistles as he admires the rifle. His eyes are gleaming. That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still, a beautiful thing in its own way. Isn't that the same gun that fired the fatal bullet? It's the same type of weapon, yes, a breech loader, but it's not the same gun. This one's been out of order for years. I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue. So did someone find this weapon cache, get one of these guns, and then fix it in the pinball workshop so that it became operable? What does this mean, a rifle here? It means there are firearms, breech loaders, still lying around in Martinez. This would have been good in our case against Ruby for Titus. Too late for that now, but still, might be useful down the road. He likes this find. Holy shit. Any free money? Give me that money. Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Okay, I don't want to unplug anything at the moment. Those stairs go somewhere. Interesting. Hey! Insane mesh tank top. Nice. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Okay, we'll come... Oh, there's stairs here, too? Wait, free money. That's what that is. Cellar window. People's feet shuffling by on the street. Okay, we'll come back to this tomorrow. We're going to start with that computer tomorrow. What time is it on the game? 19:25. We still got several hours. An hour and a half, at least, before we can talk to the other guy. So tomorrow morning we're going to start with this computer and see what we can learn from the memory cube. +1 drama. Shot put ball. Oh, we got the rifle. And we'll need to read that too. So, save. Man, this game, today was super interesting in this game, for sure. I'm glad we ended up going in the bookshop. Holy crap. I did not expect all of this. Oh, man. Thanks so much, everyone, for hanging out this morning. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I am really looking forward to starting this up again tomorrow morning. We'll be here at 6:30 a.m. Eastern, the usual time. Hopefully you can make it back. Let's see if I can get Daisy to say goodbye. She might run away. Daisy. Come here. She wasn't asleep. She lifted her head. Her eyes were open. Daisy says, bye, everybody. See you tomorrow, where I will hopefully be a lucky kitty again and help Friendly pass his checks. Thank you very much for your help today, Daisy. You helped 3 times. That was pretty amazing work, I have to say. Strong work today. It's nice hanging out. Game looks really intriguing. It really is, isn't it, Dragonese? And thanks. It was great to see you again. Hopefully you can make it back tomorrow or sometime later this week. Everybody, have a great rest of your Tuesday. Stay safe out there. Stay isolated. Hopefully we can all get through this together. It's great having Twitch in times like this to stay sane and reconnect with people when you have to stay isolated. So have a great rest of your day. If anyone's brand new here, would appreciate the follow. Here are the links to all the things. Feel free to follow any and all of those. We'll be hanging out in Discord all day today, so if you want to join Discord and chat with us, we'd love to have you. Other than that, hopefully you have a great day, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow for some more Disco Elysium. Have a great one, everybody. Bye.